here with a full service Amazon agency in Ashford, which I believe isn't too far away from you. So we're called Retail-Outsource. So I came across your listing on Amazon, and I believe your product has great potential to grow into the market that's currently in. And I've prepared some stats for you to back this up as well. So if we just take a quick look here, you can see that your account level stats here are currently reading at 28 grand. This is for one keyword, whereas one of your competitors, Everphones, is nearly $250,000. So yeah, I mean, obviously you might think that this is a bit of a negative because you're not performing as well, but I see it as a massive positive because obviously there's so much room to grow, which is great. So there's a lot of market sections on Amazon that aren't that big. This is definitely not suffering with that issue. So cool. So if we just take a quick look at the, this is the ASIN that we're looking at in particular, because we can see that there's a lot of room for improvement with optimization, and we can back this up with stats here. So obviously you can see that the revenue here for that listing is 0. And if you were to take a look at the competitors, the Long Bay listing here, I know their price is at $17.99 at the minute. I'm guessing they undercut a lot because they're a Chinese listing. That's what they do. But anyway, they're making nearly 25 grand a month. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of room for growth. And then the Everphones listing that I was just referencing there, one of their listings is making 6 grand. Now, I'm not going to say that we can make magical changes overnight and get to 25 grand. That is something that we'll have to build up to over a year or so. But making the relatively quick changes to get up to 5 or 6 grand, now that is something that's way more achievable. So let's take a look at the reason why. I mean, yeah, you're probably thinking, why aren't the listings performing as well as the other ones? Well, here we go. Yeah, so if we take a look at the title, you can see that your title is not bad effort. It's very descriptive, but really and truly, we're going to want to have some more SEO keywords in there just to make sure that your listing's showing up where it should. Obviously, there's a million ways to say moccasin slipper. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. And if you include as many of them as possible using the software that we use, then you'll show up where you should. And the bullet points, yeah, similar issue here. They're slightly descriptive. I'll be packing that out with maybe more like 200 more words. You put some nice keywords in there. So again, you get the visibility and the impressions that your listing deserves. And the images, it's not a bad effort. I mean, they're quite, again, similar. They're quite descriptive. They're showing what it is, but they're not necessarily maximizing what's possible in these images. You can use infographics, lifestyle images, big smiley faces that sell really well on Amazon. I know it sounds a bit waffly, but it's the truth. So yeah, and then we'll then compare that to a listing that's performed better than yours. So we look at the Everphones listing. Now, this is by no means one of the best listings, but obviously the changes are quite clear to see. This listing is just on another level. So you've got the title here, which is kitted out with more keywords and even some more compelling copy, which might just make the difference between a customer clicking and not. The images, obviously, they've got some nice lifestyle images. They've got some good infographics in here. They've even got a video as well, which perform well on Amazon. The bullet points, you can see they've got way more copy in there. They'll have lots more keywords in there as well. Again, just to improve visibility and increase impressions, and then obviously sales. Cool. And then we'll scroll down. You can see this is the A+ content sections. I'm not sure if you'd heard of it before, but essentially it's just something that brand registered brands like yours can use this tool, fill it up with compelling images, infographics. I mean, they've got little things like this, which I know seem very rudimentary and not really important, but Amazon themselves report that it can improve sales by up to 20%, which is obviously massive. So it's definitely worth using. And then obviously, yeah, they've got some FAQs here, which is always handy, and from the brand section, which just builds brand trust, essentially, but still performs well with conversion rates. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I've just showed you a few little changes here on the surface level. I'm guessing there's some more optimization to be done in the back end of your account. We'd love to show you what we can do. Yeah, just essentially just to get your listings to fulfill their potential. I mean, you've got 4.5 star review rate and 2,700 reviews. There's no reason why you can't be competing with the best of them. So yeah, we'd be happy to offer a free listing optimization to just show you what we can do. And if that sounds of interest to you, it'd be great to, obviously we're only local, so it might be catching up over a coffee or something like that, if that works for you, or if you prefer to do it remote, it'd be great to catch up over a quick call. So yeah, get in touch. Cheers.